What do staples mean to you? I have a smart and sophisticated friend who told me a story, and in that story she had mentioned that she had gone out to buy some staples. You know, things like milk, juice, and bread. I guess it's understandable. I recall only a year or two ago listening to a registered dietitian tell this big room of people that you needed to eat 18 cups of broccoli to get the same amount of calcium from one glass of milk, as she went on about the virtues of milk. It wasn't surprising to learn that she worked at a college where a large and local dairy was a major sponsor on college campus. Politics. Anyway, you've already heard me talk about how we've become the milk chumps, so let's move on to the commodity traded OJ, which is still featured in the picture of a balanced breakfast. Well, most of us already know that trading in that OJ for a green smoothie, for example, is a huge charge up the food ladder. Not that we're likely to see kale and mustard greens traded on a commodities exchange anytime soon. It's hard to get past the decades-long efforts of the USDA, which is responsible for US-based agriculture, not our health. Oh, I've forgotten the adulterated bread issue. I love bread. I grew up on it, coming from an Italian family and all. And while I don't necessarily think bread is as evil or awful as some of you may, I am fully aware that the bread my smart and sophisticated friend was talking about, you know, the everyday baguettes or sandwich bread, isn't anything that should be considered a staple. Here's an idea. Let's change our notion of what staples are. I'm going to give you some of mine, but what I love about the idea of staples is that they are fully modifiable. I think that's a word. Staples should be things that you can do a lot of things with. Here are some examples. Quinoa, beans, nuts and seeds. I have a whole freezer section with things like flax seeds, nuts, seeds, nut butters. Easy to keep fruits, things like bananas and frozen berries, which I always have in the freezer. Easy to keep vegetables, things like peppers, onions, Brussels sprouts. Don't give me that face. And yes, even some bread products. I usually have some Ezekiel sprouted grain products in the freezer. So just think of what changing your ideas of staples can mean to you and your life. I'd love to hear what your ideas of staples are in the comments below. No judgment. Let's just share some ideas. Remember how even small changes can make a huge impact in your life. With that in mind, remember to subscribe below.